Hello and welcome to another video on Life Gun Cigar. And today we're going to do an overview of the disassembly and reassembly on Glock. In this case it's a Glock 19, which is the compact 9mm. As far as I'm aware, and I have more than one Glock, all the points that are shown here will also be applicable on other Glock disassemblies. So first things first, let's make sure the gun is safe. So take the magazine out. Just going to press the magazine release here. Take the magazine out. So no more magazine. We're going to lock the slide back and then check, make sure there's nothing in the chamber, both visually and physically. So nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. So now that that's done, let's point the gun in a safe direction. We will then fire the gun. And now you can strip the gun down. So first thing to do is take it, if you can, if you're right-handed, I would suggest you do this with your right hand. Take your right hand, wrap it around the back strap, gripping the top serrations on the rear of the slide. Bring the slide back just a little bit. Let me try to get a little better close-up for that. So you're getting it back just a little bit. So that's all the way forward. That's locked. That's where we're going to put it. Now, while that's done, and with your free hand, what you're going to do is you're going to pull down on these that hold the locking block. Now, there's one on either side. And you're going to have to pull both down at the same time. Now they have little serrations on them to do this. So you're going to push or pull, as it were, depending how you look at it, them down. And while you're doing that, push forward on the slide. Alright, so we're pushing forward on the slide. And what that's going to do, while those down there, you can then release that. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow the slide to come off of the frame. Alright, so that's the basic disassembly from the slide from the frame. Let's put that aside for a second. And then to further field strip it, we're going to take the spring and guide rod out. And we're going to push forward just a little bit on here, forward. And then this will come out. It's slightly rounded on the one side. That's the side where it's going to go forward later. Put that off to the side. As you can see, the barrel already wanted to pop out. That is just held in by a little friction and that guide rod and captured spring. So at that point, you can then, with your extra finger, push up on the barrel and then pull back, and the barrel will come free. So that's the basic disassembly or field strip for a Glock, in this case again the Glock 19. Now Glock does not recommend you go any further when cleaning your firearm than what we have it to now. However, if you want, you could obviously go further than what is here. However, just to cover my own rear end, I will suggest that if you do that, that you do it only if you are a trained armorer or gunsmith. I've actually taken the armorer's course for Glock, but you do not need to be such to physically do this work. I'm going to go further herewith. However, if you want to be safe and you're not comfortable doing anything more here, what I would suggest is clean it doing just this disassembly and then put it back together. Now I've fired at least 3,000 rounds through this gun, and I would say that it looks pretty much as good as you're ever going to see a Glock that's fired 3,000 plus rounds through it. Alright, now I am very anal retentive when it comes to cleaning my firearms, so this gun has been well cleaned every step of the way. I mean, there's a little bit of wear up here on the slide release, and if you look real close, you can see that's actually not totally the lighting. It's starting to have a little bit of wear on the slide on the front. That's from holstering and unholstering. But all in all, I would say it's in very good shape. So let's look down the barrel. I don't know if you can see how clean it is or isn't, but the rifling, I think, is still quite good on it. See if I can get a little better light on it. All right. So again, if you were going to normally do your field strip, that's how you would go. Now you can then clean all your surfaces inside and out with whatever cleaner you prefer. Clean the spring. This is captured. There's no disassembly for this part any further than where you are. And not only do they not ask you to do such, I would not take this apart. In doing so, you're going to actually break it and you're not going to be able to use it any further. So that's where you would go from there. Now, if that's the case, assembly is pretty simple. You're going to take the barrel with the flattened side up and place that into the slide to match the top of the slide. Alright, so that's how that goes. So flat with flat, and it stops right in there. You're then going to take the captured guide rod and spring. Again, take the rounded edge and you're going to put that forward in this hole right here from this way. So flat edge back, rounded edge forward. You're going to push just a hair and you're going to slide it into the notch in the bottom of the barrel. I'm going to try to get a nice close up here for you of that. So that's the notch in the barrel. I don't know if you can see it clearly enough or not. This is the notch we're talking about. It's slightly concave. So again, I'm going to put it and push. And so it's going to drop right in there. Very, very simple to do, I think. Alright, and then from there, you're going to take the slide and drop it back, slide it back over onto the frame itself. So you're going to try to get these two metal pieces in the back part of the frame slide. And you can just push them back and over. Alright, so just a little bit of extra pressure, and now it's locked in. So now we can function test it. And again, pointing in a safe direction, making sure there's no round in the chamber, no magazine. And it's back together. Everything works. I'm going to do another video to this, which will go over stripping or detail stripping the firearm and the magazine, and that will be in the next video. You should see that on my video feed also. Thank you again for watching, and I appreciate you watching.